Hi, I'm Jason Hardy, General Manager of Racksquared Data Centers.
Hi, I'm Joshua Grable, Operations Manager at Racksquared.
If you're not familiar with Racksquared, we're a data center located in Columbus, Ohio that focuses on IBM Power solutions. We actually do everything from basic colocation to fully managed outsourced solutions for both IBM Power and Intel, but our real expertise is in IBM Power, where we do colocation, cloud hosting, cloud backups, disaster recovery, and remote administration.
And today we're going to talk about the newest addition to our workload here, the IBM Power 11. Today in-house we do have the anywhere from Power 8, 9, and 10, with the Power 8 falling off and soon to be the Power 9 as well. But we continue to expand our inventory and our ability to support customers on the latest and greatest technology.
So with that, let's head over to the other room where we've got an IBM Power 11 on the table and let you talk about it.
Yes, sir. When looking at the Power 11 compared to the Power 10, you notice there's not tremendously a lot of changes from the configuration hardware here. One of the neat things we do here, Racksquared, we notice about the configuration change here is, we focus primarily around the P10 tier pricing. This is one of the first boxes in a while I've seen actually have two full sockets versus a single socket processor still in the P10 tier of pricing for software. This particular configuration we have is we actually have two 10-core processors in here, so for a total of 20. The other thing you'll notice in here, we actually put in 2 terabytes of memory into this chassis. And you'll notice again, just like the Power 10, these custom DIMMs IBM makes. These are quite nice. These are actually 256 gig DIMMs. Each of them split with a 128 gig chip on each side, this particular model here. These chips, from an ECC memory protecting, they have that feature in as well. The other nice thing about these chips is they have the chip kill built into them. So if any of these chips in here would happen to go bad, this thing's self-healing will actually disable the use of one of the chips to make sure that the rest of them are functioning in case there's too many errors or any other issues coming up from the device. So let's get those built-in security pieces as well. In this chassis as well, you see the normal fans in here for cooling to come through the facility. Again, if you ever had to do maintenance on this box, you can actually pull the fans out. They're hot swappable. Make sure when you rack this thing, you'll see that it's actually quite a long chassis, but you want to make sure you have enough cable you can pull out to actually replace these serviceable parts or line cards in the back. With that being said, you also notice, just like the P10, these S chassis are quite long and lengthy, so you got to make sure you have a full-size rack, as always, to make sure in case if you have a shallow rack, it's just definitely not going to fit. These things are huge. If you start doing anything with cable management or anything along those lines, you're going to be popping out the back of your rack. With our configuration here, we use a combination of operating systems, AIX, SUSE. You can run Red Hat, iSeries on these boxes. Now with these ones, because they're P10, you got to keep in mind that with the P10 processor, the largest partition you build from an iSeries stance is 4 cores. That being said, you cannot take all 10 cores on one processor, all 20 cores in general, bundle them together and still be in that P10 price tier. It's just not acceptable. You can't do that. The other thing we do on our end is we actually load redundant BIOS servers on these devices. When we build these boxes out, we want to make sure, again, we can update the BIOS, do all the patch management so we can still manage our partitions. And you'll notice on the back end of these devices, for our BIOS servers, we actually have dual 25 gig networking adapters and dual 32 gig fiber channel adapters. Most of the things we do from our stance, we don't have storage built into this. Everything we do is built around the BIOS server connecting to a SAN. So actually one of the things missing from our chassis is actually a mid-plane. You still have the hard drive chassis out here in the front, but there's nothing on the back end to connect to it. So one of those features that we didn't add to the box to make sure we have it. This particular configuration.
So now that we've seen what's in our server, let's talk about what came in our box to support our configuration, and if there's any other odds and ends in here that showed up that are for others that we won't use.
So as you look what's inside the box here, what comes with our configuration, because our configuration is a little bit different than most, there's just some things and pieces and parts here that you find that are missing. One of the things, again, we didn't order the CD-ROM. One of those features that, again, I've got to stack them in the back as we continue to add our power systems. Within the box itself. Interesting enough, we got also the optics for our networking adapters. These are 25 gig SFPs. They put in these large boxes, just a single one in each of them. Here in the middle, you see this is our cable management system that goes on the back of it. Again, if your rack is large enough to handle it, you've got the rails. It also comes with redundant power cords. The back of this thing does come with redundant 2,000 watt power supplies for redundancy. Again, those are also hot swappable. And then, of course, you got a little bag of accessories. One of my favorite ones, I always tell people never to throw out, are, especially if you're using fiber channel, the fiber channel loopback adapters. This will definitely help you when you're, if you have fiber ends that are not being used, helps things boot up quicker, find the paths, and of course, IBM's stack of safety information on how not to hurt yourself when unboxing and using this equipment.
All right, well, Josh, thanks for giving us a tour of the IBM Power 11. I hope that was helpful to you. If you liked the video, please hit like, share, and subscribe. If you've got questions about the IBM Power 11 or IBM Power in the cloud, shoot us an email at sales@racksquared.com or leave a comment here on the video. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Watch for additional videos.
Thank you, Ron.